Anthony or Tony Paternostro from the Department of New York. I'm the Oratorical chairman. I belong to the Charles Wagner Post 421 in Hicksville, New York. Right now we're sitting in my part of the house, which is my office. This has all my memorabilia from the 35 years I've been with the Legion. That's one of my favorites, that one. It was about 10 years after I got out of the service, because at the time I was a Vietnam era vet. And at that time, you know what the turmoil was between Vietnam and us returning from that conflict or war. And it took 10 years before some of the guys asked me to join the Legion. Once I joined, that was it. They said I didn't have to get involved, but 3 months after being in the Legion, I became the Sergeant at Arms of the Elmont Post at that time, and went up the chairs through the post commander for 2 years, and then up through the 7 years to county commander of Nassau County. Just recently moved into Seaford, New York, so I transferred to a closer post, which is the Charles Wagner Post in Hicksville. I was post commander for a year, and now I'm their post treasurer. When I was younger, and even when I first came out of the service, I belonged to an organization called the American Sea Rangers, which was like a naval youth organization. And I always liked working with the youth. When I joined the Elmont Post, I saw all the programs that we do have, and the Oratorical seemed to catch my my eye, as you would say. I like the closeness you have with the contestants and learning about them, and also getting them to learn the Constitution, which is the backbone of our country. I started at the bottom level. I was escorts, usher, timekeeper, you name it, I did it. And then I ran into a very close friend of mine, Richard Hochbrockner, who was the Department Oratorical chairman at that time. And he got me a little bit more involved into the program, where I was appointed a zone chairman, and then went into vice chairman, and then now as chairman for the department for, I think it's about 7 years now. For the last, I think it's been 15 years, I've been part of the national contest, being a moderator for the contest, whether a quarterfinal and a semifinal, for the last 15 years, since they've moved from the week-long type contest to the one site in Indianapolis. The rewarding thing is listening to all the contestants speak on our Constitution. You have some at the lower level that are just getting into debate and forensics, and you could see that they still need some polishing, but they got up there and they spoke, where a lot of people cannot stand in front of an audience and speak, especially with our contest, which everything has to be memorized. You don't stand there with a piece of paper or video in front of you. I take that they're learning something about our country, and that gives me pride. I always was focused on the youth. I would think it's from my upbringing with my parents, and of course the youth organization I always belonged to, where I saw others, the older people or adults, trying to help us through our forming years, so that we get on the right track and stay on the straight and narrow. And that, I think, made a big impression on me as a youngster, and that's why I think I'm more into the youth part of the organization. I will always stay with the Legion. I love, like I said, the Oratorical, and whether I'm a department chairman or not, I will always be part of the Oratorical. But I will be involved in many other things within the Legion if they want me to get involved in that. I do have certain positions within the Nassau County that I do that are not oratorical related, but I definitely will stay with the Legion as long as I can.